Watch guys, just finished work early. Thought I'd get down late. It's Friday afternoon, and well, I booked on Watergate, and that's totally solid. It's absolutely got a proper lid on it. Rapfin, the lake next door, is iced over, but it's not as bad. And what I've done is I phoned the office and see if I could swap my ticket over. They said I could. And what I'm going to try and do, so I'm going to use a baiting pole, try and cut through the ice, smash the ice out a little bit, and hopefully make a big enough channel for my line to go down, be able to sink the line and be fishing. Well, that's the plan. So it does seem to be working. However, I have only done the area immediately in front of the rods so far. That's all free of ice. I mean, there's little bits of ice. Hopefully the line will be able to sink through there. Now I'm thinking there's a little channel I need to make from where the spoon is now to under that tree just over there, and I want to do another one sort of straight out almost towards that swim over there. Okay guys, I'm running out of time. It's starting to get dark already. It's 20 to 4. It doesn't get dark really till about 5, but the light is fading fast. It's quite a cloudy day, so it's going to be darker than it has been lately. Gears on the barrow, and that's the state of the swim at the moment. So I've got to get set up, so I'll do that as quick as I can before the water really freezes, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. You can sort of see channel, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I've made a channel in the ice straight out just to the left of the shadow of that tree, or the reflection of that tree. That tree is free of ice under the tree, but there's ice before it which I've managed to break. I couldn't break the ice as far out as I wanted to, so I've got only a little gentle chuck down that little channel there, but it could be enough. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. Watch guys, just gone 5 o'clock and it's getting dark. It's darker than it appears on the camera, but yeah, so rods are out down there, and sort of fishing under that tree, one straight out. But yeah, it's not as cold as it has been. I think it's warmed up a little bit. It's got a bit of cloud cover. Still ice all over the lake. There are patches that seem to be opening up a bit, but whether it be fully defrosted tomorrow, I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, house is up, and just need to get that tidied up a little bit more, and get the kettle on and have a cup of tea, and we'll see if one of these goes off. It's going to be a miracle if anything happens, but you never know. Anyway, only takes one of those to go off. It'd be nice to have one. Any size would do this time of year, especially with the ice over the lake. Yeah, there are some units in here, but there's some smaller ones as well, so anything would do me and I'll be happy. But yeah, I'm booked on till tomorrow evening. I'm not doing tomorrow night, so I'm doing Friday night and Saturday daytime, and then yeah, we'll see what happens when I wake up in the morning, and hopefully it won't have frozen over solid again, but we'll wait and see what happens. I'll catch you later. Okay, and so tonight I've got a chili con carne from the Cook range, the shop that cooked all the frozen food. It's taken a little while to cook, being that it was a solid block of chili con carne, but look at that, it looks handsome. I've tasted it, it's really good, and I'm going to tuck into that, and I'll see you in a bit. Good morning everyone, it's about 7:30 now. Yeah, it's been a funny night. I've not had a bleep on the rods, not a touch, unsurprisingly. But I've been up a few times in the night, just sort of listening and looking, trying to work out if the lake was freezing up more or defrosting, and it's pretty much impossible to tell. At times I was catching lights in there, and you know, from street lights and what have you, in reflections, and I could see it was still frosty. But I woke up this morning and it's pretty much completely ice free. I say pretty much, I think it is. It's just like small little bits floating around now. So I've got up at first light, repositioned my right hand rods, got it out a bit further, because if you remember I had that little channel that I put the bait in, which limited how far I could go. But yeah, I've put it sort of same sort of direction, just a bit further out. And again, I've done that with a baiting spoon. I could easily cast it, but I just wanted to get a bit of pellet and stuff around the bait just to try and induce something to feed. So that's the only reason I've used the spoon. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I've not had a bleep, which doesn't surprise me. Yeah, so I've had a good night's sleep and woke up pleasantly surprised to find the lake is ice free. So to give you an idea, I don't know if you can hear that. Still ice in the water container. So yeah, it's not mild by any means, but it's nowhere near as cold as it could have been. But anyway, I think just watching out for any movement out there. There's a few ripples. I don't know if it's caused by fish or by ducks, so I should keep an eye on the water, see where I should put my rods if I want to reposition them. Now I can put them anywhere I like. Another fella's turned up over the other side, and I think today the lake is going to be busy. I've got to be off later on. It'd be nice to nick one. Yeah, it would be very nice to get one under my belt. Yeah, it's that time of year when we all know the fish don't actually play the game very well. But in the meantime, I'll stick the kettle on, have myself a cup of tea and wake myself up. So, catch you in a little while. Watch you guys, it's about 1:30 and I thought I'd do an update for you. Nothing happening on my rods. I had a couple of bleeps on the right hand rod not long after repositioning it this morning. Thought it was going to go, but nothing happened. Now what I have done is I spotted some fish. There's a group of 3 or 4, maybe even 5 fish going up and down the island to my right, which is so they're going up and down and around here and back, quite close to the island, and they're only small. They only look small, but they can be deceptive when you see them in the water. But anyway, I thought what I'll do is I've reeled the left hand rod, which is under the branches of the trees there, and brought that in. That's been there since I put it out yesterday afternoon. Came in with a branch on it, which I probably picked up when I was reeling it in. But anyway, swapped that over to a zig. Now I started off about a 3-foot zig, flicked it underarm to where the fish have been patrolling, and spooked the fish immediately. Bit gutted, but anyway, left the cast there, and the white pop-up that I put on was just floating on the surface. So obviously I'm over depth, and I left it there for a little while just to see what the fish would do, and they kept swimming round, and a couple of times they caught the line and dragged the, I could see the boilie going, and like a couple of times it looked like maybe something had taken it. But yeah, happened a few times, and thought, right, I'm going to shorten the depth. So I've reeled it in, took another sort of foot, 8 inches or so off. So it's probably about 18 inches, 2 foot at the moment, and I put it back out there. The fish are still mooching around out there. They're still moving up and down. So you never know, but we'll see what happens. I've probably got another couple of hours or so left. I might even start putting the bivvy down in a bit and put the bed chair and that away, put it all on the barrow. But yeah, so it's not long left, so we're on last knockings. The rest of the lake is filled up, every swim is taken now. And a couple of guys over the other side come down for the day, turned up early this morning, and one of them just had a fish. I'm not too sure how big it was, but he's had a fish nonetheless, so well done to him. But it's also promising because it shows that there are some fish in here that will be feeding. So yeah, so it's good news for us other anglers on here. You never know, might get a chance. That's the update. We'll see what happens. Obviously, if anything happens, I will let you know. Anyway, I think I'll have a cup of tea and then slowly start packing the bivvy and the bed chair away. And I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, 20 at 4, coming to the end of the session. Just the rods and the cameras to put away. Everything else is on the barrow, ready to go. But yeah, unfortunately it wasn't to be. It was always going to be a long shot, you know, having to break the ice yesterday afternoon to get the rods out. But saying that, I've enjoyed myself. It's been quite pleasant, not knowing if the lake was going to freeze more or defrost overnight. Fortunately, it did defrost and woke up to a nice wobbly lake, and it's not felt too cold today. It's been quite pleasant, unlike the last couple of days where it's been really bitter. I had a couple of knocks on the right hand rod on the zig rig that I put out. Thought it was going to go, if I'm honest. Yeah, the old rod top was knocking, and whether that's the fish actually taking the bait or something hitting the line, we'll never know. But yeah, there's definitely fish out there. Still seeing the shadows moving around. I mean, up to like 5 or 6 fish at a time, and a couple of them now looking quite decent. So, but yeah, they're just going up and down the edge of the island out there, and yeah, they're not going all the way around. They're going from one side, almost to the point in front, round to the other point on the other side, and just keep going backwards and forwards. But yeah, obviously not that interested in food. The fella down the bank is fishing towards them from the other side, and he's not had a sniff. So yeah, it's that time of year, you know, it's never going to be easy. The fella's done well to get one out over in the opposite corner. Yeah, hats off to him. I'll be more than happy with that result today, but that's the way it goes. Can't win them all. Anyway, I'm going to pack the camera away and slowly pack the rest down. And as always, if anything does happen, the cameras will be back out. Don't worry, you won't miss a thing. But until next time, if you get on the bank, be lucky. Until next time, stay safe.